The temperatures outside routinely topping 100 degrees, but we are inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. Off we go from Glendale. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his fifth year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proving to be a really hard team to beat.
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Parkinson in motion. First carry here for Kyron Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Thompson on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He gets this complete, finding Adams.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Team Davis Gaither there to make the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Rams first down.
Yards. First down, Los Angeles.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
from the 20. Here's 2nd and 4. On the option, here's Williams. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
That's good for a Rams first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Stafford going to give it to Cora. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Walter Nolan on the stop. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll take it on in. Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Cardinals nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. To return is Greg Gort. And he'll be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. They finally get a chance to go on offense with a 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. They'll run. It's Amari DiMercato. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Now DiMercato. And this will be a Cardinals 1st down as he gets up past the 35.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Operating from the gun is Brissett. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He finds Wilson coming across the field. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
He'll report a short gain to the 25. Tackle made by Nate Landman.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. That is caught. What a throw. Greg Dortch. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Cardinals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Kyren Williams, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And on 3rd down, that falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line. The Cardinals offense and Jacoby Brissett getting set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throw it, Brissett. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
Complete to number 14, Michael Wilson. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here is Brissett. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
McBride is the motion man. On play action, Brissett. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Keeping it in the air. Here's Brissett. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
3rd and short yardage. It's Brissett. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
On the ground, DeMercado. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Brissett. He'll step up and run this. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
The 9-yard line.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Now Brissett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
that is caught by the tight end, Elijah Higgins. Touchdown, Arizona. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Extra point now by Ryland. He's got it, and the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Rams 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no return here. This is a touchback. The Rams offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. The shotgun, it's Stafford. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now a timeout signal for them, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards away. And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On 1st down, we're set. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Brissett gonna throw. He'll get that complete to Harrison. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 1. A handoff as they try to run it here.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
44-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's DeMarcado. That's a short pickup to about the 47. That stop made by Byron Young.
At the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Brissett. That one caught by Wilson. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Now it's Brissett. Just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. From the 50. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
The Rams offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Stafford now on 2nd down. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
2nd down, it's Stafford. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. It is brought in the end zone. Devontae Adams. Touchdown, L.A.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
They'll try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Dortch now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Start on the ground, and he'll get about 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 4. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got his man. It's Harrison. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And the Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
Play action, and here's Brissett. That's the big tight end, Pharaoh Brown. And he's out of bounds here. It's a big pickup at the end here of the third quarter of play. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On second down, it's Brissett. He'll set up the screen to DeMarcado.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Operating from the gun is Brissett. This one underneath to DeMarcado. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
So that's a big first down conversion because, Mike, as you take a look at the game clock, if they play this right, not only do they put themselves in position to score here to win this at the end, but they also can leave very little time left for their opponent to try to go down and answer.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was brought down by Jared Burris. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Here is Brissett. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Will look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And he will get into the end zone. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now Ryland for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Rams offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he finds a little bit of space. They'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun, Stafford. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Stafford from the gun on 3rd down. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And the Rams, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Rams.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
To the air again. Stafford. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Cardinals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but 1 first down will essentially end the game. They'll begin here on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He'll turn and hand this one off. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. The Rams use their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.